Hi Eagles, I hope you're healthy at home and doing well on your finals as we wrap up the spring semester next week. I'm Dr. Roger Schultz, the Superintendent President of MSJC. As a result of the COVID-19 pandemic, we've made many adjustments this semester, the largest of which was closing our campuses and moving classes online. By now you probably know that Riverside County supervisors have heavily debated what can begin to reopen and what rules should continue to exist during this crisis. For example, everyone is now encouraged to use a face mask, but it isn't required. The county has also lifted its order for colleges to remain physically closed until June 19th. While it's getting tough to keep track of all the evolving rules, I assure you that your health and safety is always a priority for us at MSJC. Our summer session classes will remain online as we continue to do our part to reduce the spread of the coronavirus. We are now finalizing the schedule for our fall semester, most of which also will be held online. Before we reopen our campuses, we'll have to seriously consider several factors. Joining me today to discuss those factors is Dr. Lisa McAllister, our Associate Dean of Health Services. She oversees our student health centers and is well versed on these issues. Dr. McAllister?
Thank you, Dr. Schultz. While everyone would love to get back to normal, the nation's top health experts this week warned that we're not out of the woods yet. Reopening the college has many factors we need to consider. One major factor we have to consider is if we open too quickly, we may have students, faculty, or staff who test positive for COVID-19, leaving us to close again indefinitely and start back at square one. We also don't currently have a way to test everyone for COVID-19. If someone does have symptoms and test positive, we don't have the capability to trace those cases and track down everyone who may have contracted it. We have assistance from the County Public Health Department, but they are also overwhelmed tracking cases. Additionally, at this moment, we don't have an adequate supply of personal protective equipment and supplies that are needed to follow the state's guidelines for reopening. Many essential organizations like hospitals and skilled nursing facilities have a higher priority for receiving these supplies. We recognize that as an institution of higher education, we have a much lower priority level in comparison to these critical life-saving services. Finally, if we were to defy the state's orders and reopen, we could lose funding from the state that is critical to operate. So as you can see, reopening isn't as easy as people might think. But rest assured, we are continuing to work on these plans as we move forward, and we look forward to welcoming you all back as soon as we can safely do so. Finally, if you need to talk to someone or are experiencing fear, anxiety, or depression, you can talk to one of our many mental health counselors by visiting our health center webpage and calling for an appointment or using the patient portal. Thanks, Dr. Schultz.
Thank you, Dr. McAllister. None of us have ever dealt with a health crisis like this, but in the interest of everyone's health and safety, we're navigating these waters very cautiously. While our campuses will continue to remain closed for the foreseeable future, we're here for you, Eagles. You can still register for summer courses, which start June 1st and June 15th. The fall schedule will be online next week too, so you can see what is offered before registration for that semester opens. We want to make sure you succeed, so we're offering online anytime classes where you plan your coursework around your schedule, and online real-time classes where you sign on for a virtual class session with your instructor and other students. Please check the schedule and choose the online classes that are right for you. We're here for you, Eagles. Stay safe and stay healthy.